I've talked about the people in this film in Days of Future Past, and I mentioned it before in X-Men Origins Wolverine. So, only seemed fitting that the last X-Men review, for now, I will get around to reviewing Wolverine sometime after I've watched it, is actually First Class. Now, First Class is a film that I enjoyed very much. It tells the story of a very young Professor's X, and then you have Magneto as well. It explains how they got to be where they are, even though it didn't go too far into the story, into the future. Now, what do I like about this film? It's got a very retro feel, and it seems to be made very real. It deals with the Cuban Missile Crisis and the stopping of World War III. So it's quite interesting, really, the story is. But I did talk about Hugh Jackman's cameo in it, so I reckon I'm going to have to mention it now. There's a scene where Michael Fassbender, that's Magneto, and James McAvoy, Professor X, go looking for mutants to go and join their elite group of mutants, where they bump into a past version of Logan in a bar where he delivered probably the best cameo line I have ever heard. I won't ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it, and I won't say it because it's not exactly very child-friendly, but it's extremely funny at the same time, though, because you don't see it coming. Who else is in this? Well, Jennifer Lawrence is in it, and you have the woman who was in Insidious and 28 Weeks Later in it. That's about all there is for the famous cast. Doesn't deal with any... Kevin Bacon's also in it as well. Sorry, I forgot about him. Doesn't deal with any of the future stuff. Only deals with the past stuff and explains a hell of a lot which you want explained from the first three films, but you don't actually find out. Very good choice for casting as well. I didn't expect them to live up to Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, but they did. They did an extremely good job of it, and it's a film that Marvel and 20th Century Fox can be proud of, as it's one of the best recent superhero films. I'm not saying the other ones are bad. I just think that it's extremely well structured, it's got an extremely good story, extremely good casting, extremely good acting, and the special effects are out of this world. So what would I give it? I think this is probably my favourite film from the X-Men series, even though Wolverine only appears in it for a couple of seconds. I think I'd have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. There isn't much that can be done to improve it. It's the right length of time, and if you watch it, you will... and you've watched the other ones and you like the other ones, you'll absolutely love this film. Guarantee it.